started out, I think, 14 or 16 planes. And the weather was very, very bad. So 14 planes aborted. They came back, they couldn't fly. But your father and one other crew, I don't remember the name of the other crew, decided we're going to go find that target. It was a small island, nothing but a runway. We flew the extended time. We had the right heading, we had the distance, but we couldn't find the target. It was all closed in with fog. So we decided we're going to do a square search. You know what that means? A square search means maybe it's a little off, maybe we drifted, maybe they gave us wrong intelligence, you never know. So we went out like 5 miles one way, let's say 5 miles south, okay, of the target. Then we went to the right 10 miles. Then we went up north 10 miles, made another left 10 miles, came back. Now we know we can't be far from it. So then we made smaller areas, 8 miles away, up, down, side, whatever. And we finally, there was a little opening, and the other plane was in another direction doing the same thing. And we both saw the same opening in the target, and we almost hit each other. The pilots saw each other, and they just turned off this way, and we dropped the bombs. Where they went, I don't know, because it was fogged up. The target area was just open, maybe a little bit, maybe by 10 feet. And we dropped the bombs, and we took off, but we almost hit each other, and we went this way. Now, this was flying a long time. What happened to the other plane, I don't know. Due to the fact that we did the square search, we used up a hell of a lot of gasoline. We started with 2,700 gallons. And coming back, the stalling speed, I think, of a B-24 may have been 110 or 116. And due to the fact that we had little gasoline left, well, we didn't have much gasoline left, your father used to fly almost at stalling speed to save gas. And to lighten the plane, to keep it more flying, we had to throw over all the machine guns that weighed maybe 100 pounds apiece. We threw out all our parachutes. Anything that wasn't nailed down to that plane went out. And from what I understand, we didn't have radar at that time. That's why we couldn't find targets. From what I understand, the Navy was tracking us. They had radar on our ships or something. They were trailing us all along the way. In case we had a ditch, they would pick us up. And we had, after about 4 or 5 hours, I think the trip must have been about 16, 17 hours. That's a long time on 2,700 gallons. And they were tracking us, and we had to land on another island because we didn't have any. The gauge on the plane read 0, and we landed, and they filled up the tank. I think it was about 9 o'clock at night, pitch black. And we took off. Oma took off again. He says, we're going home. And we went back to Guam. You ever see a runway with 3,000 men standing there and applauding us because we landed safely? We had 10 gallons left, 10 gallons left when we hit Saipan to refuel. We had the ambulance in the runways and 3,000 men standing there.